The fourth point I want to mention is kind of linked to the point that we just discussed, which is apathy. People just don't care anymore. They're silently just in a chokehold, um, and they're not gonna say anything. They're not gonna do anything because it's more dangerous than burnout, than conflict, than risk management, and crisis. It's just this apathy that you see within leadership and general staff, but mainly within leadership. It's not like fear and it's not like fatigue. That's why I try to make a separate point of it so you understand. Apathy doesn't shout, it kind of creeps into your system. If you've ever been in a garden and you see bindweed coming, it kind of, by stealth, just creeps along until it wraps itself around some of the best plants in your garden. And apathy is like that. It will creep around and then it will start to. Apathy will creep around and then envelop itself around your best people and your processes until it chokes life out of your service. And then we don't even realize it's happening. And the color of the plant or the people, their vibrancy is dimmed from the work that they do. You'll see it in the small things. So your once tidy desks now cluttered and stuffy. Your enthusiastic new starters who now just shrugs when anyone asks them for an idea, kind of cowering in the corner, hoping no one picks on the colleague who used to speak up in meetings, is now silent, not even bothered to speak up. The person who doesn't connect, doesn't correct unsafe practices, the person who, says, when then you ask them why you challenge and you say, well, what's the point? So they're trying their best through apathy just to stay sane. And this is and how do you as a leader, if you yourself are not apathetic to what's going on, then, your staff are definitely going to feel it. And it's very, very hard. And this is the situation leaders are facing. And that's pretty much, I think, the most deadly thing in healthcare. Because when care for the self and for each other, for the work disappears, you can't fake it. You can fake, put on a brave face. You can pretend that you're not tired. But when you are in that situation where you literally haven't got the energy to care anymore, it will show in your voice, in your body language, and in your lack of alignment with service values. And it's not just individuals, so whole teams then can drift into apathy without even, having a conversation about it. And I often notice the way people speak about their priorities. They can't quite tell you if it's patients first or people's first, because it's a broken system. So they think no one comes first. And this ambiguity just leads to lack of disengagement. And you find people jumping ship. You might find people just shutting down, doing as they're told, making sure they meet the bare minimums of whatever they've been asked to do. And these brilliant people are just beaten to within an inch of leaving your organization. And it's packed. The NHS, and I do, whoever's listened to this, compassionate people, brilliant people. But the apathy, this bindweed called apathy, acts like a rot, because the people are not weak and lazy. They've just had enough. Leaders have had enough. So, when you work through this and we talk about these things, the first thing is just to openly understand it. Because it might be a doom and gloom podcast Sam's going on and whinging and stuff and telling us all the problems. But ultimately, no one is speaking about this in a place of emotional safety or psychological safety. But when this apathy setting at leadership stand, it just sends it sends a message straight away to everyone else. Don't try too hard. Don't push too far. Just survive. In survival mode is no way that you're going to transform your service.